Peace and blessings, brothers and sisters. I pray all is well with you and that Yah is blessing your life. I am back with some words. Some words. I don't know if I'm confident enough to call it a teaching or a lesson, but I have some words that were placed on my spirit. And so I'm titling it "The Entire World is a Battlefield." And I'll be using some verses from the scriptures as well as the book of Enoch. And I understand that, a lot of people who come past this way, this channel, this video, may or may not have heard of the book of Enoch, or may not have access to the book of Enoch. So what I'll do is leave a link in the description box to allow you to go online and look at the copy that I'm reading from. Praise Yah. And so let's just hop into it. I got quite a bit here. Hopefully this video won't be too long. Praise Yah. And I'll be reading from some notes. Once upon a time, long time ago, the earth started out a certain way. And what I mean by that is everything here on the earth was what Yah wanted to be here. Long time ago, right? It was just man and all that Yah created, as far as the sun, moon, stars, the trees, the grass, all types of vegetation, creeping creatures, birds, animals, fish, you name it, everything. And so, and Yah's messengers or angels. That was it. And then as time progressed, some of the messengers that Yah created decided that they no longer wanted to be under the sovereignty of Yah. And the leader of that revolt is his name was Lucifer. We know him as the devil. Some of us know him as Satan or Hashatan. But anyway, the fall of Lucifer and the third of the hosts of heaven that he took with him, and I'm going to reference Revelations chapter 12, verse 4 real quick. I'm going to go to it and read it. Praise Yah. 12, 14, is that what I wrote? Yeah. 12, 4. Revelations 12, verse 4. Praise Yah. And his tail draws a third of the stars of the heaven and throws them to the earth. And I'll stop there. So that was 1/3 of the stars. When you heard stars, that most times means messengers or angels or gods a lot of times too. But anyway. And I'm going to read Ezekiel chapter 28, verses 12 through 18. Ezekiel 28, 12. Praise Yah. Son of man, take up a lamentation for the king of Zor, and you shall say to him, Thus said the Master Yah, you were sealing up a pattern, complete in wisdom and perfect in loveliness. You were in Eden, the garden of Yah. Every precious stone was your covering, the ruby, topaz, and diamond, beryl, shoham, and jasper, sapphire, turquoise, and emerald, and gold. The workmanship of your settings and mountains was prepared for you on the day you were created. You were the anointed cherub that covered, and I placed you. You were on the set apart mountain of Yah. You walked up and down in the midst of stones of fire. You were perfect in your ways from the day you were created until unrighteousness was found in you. By the greatness of your trade, you became filled with violence within, and you sinned. So I thrust you from the mountain of Yah, and I destroyed you, O covering cherub, from the midst of the stones of fire. Your heart was lifted up because of your loveliness. You corrupted your wisdom for the sake of your splendor. I threw you to the earth. I laid you before kings to look at you. You profaned your set apart places by your many crookednesses, by the unrighteousness of your trading. Therefore, I brought forth fire from your midst. It has devoured you, and I turned you to ashes upon the earth before the eyes of all who see you. Praise Yah. So that was Ezekiel chapter 28, verses 12 through 18, and that was referencing Lucifer, who used to be the greatest of Yah's messengers, but he wanted to be in Yah's place. He refused Yah's authority, and it's some other things that he did that caused. But anyway, this just is an overview. Praise Yah. All right, and that was one class of messengers who fell. And there was another class of messengers that Yah instructed to watch over man. And they are known as the Watchers. And I know I discussed this in a previous video, but so the Watchers that Yah instructed to watch over man, they disobeyed and rebelled against Yah's sovereignty, his ways, and procreated with women. They were supposed to watch over man, but they desired the women. And so they procreated with women, and they brought forth Nephilim, or giants. And you can read the book of Enoch, chapters 6 through 10, for a more in-depth revelation or information on that. But I'm going to read Enoch, chapter 7. And it's just a few verses. Praise Yah. And all the others together. So in total, how many watchers who picked women for themselves were 200, according to the book of Enoch. And all the others together with them took unto themselves wives, and each chose for himself one. And they began to go unto them and to defile themselves with them. And they taught them charms and enchantments and the cuttings of roots, and made them acquainted with plants. And they, the women, became pregnant, and they bore or gave birth to great giants whose height was 3,000 ells. So I don't know the measure of an ell, but tall, like tall as in a 3-story building on up, like high, like tall, like trees tall, who consumed all the acquisitions of man. And when men could no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind. And they began to sin against birds and beasts and reptiles and fish, and to devour one another's flesh and drink the blood. Then the earth laid accusation against the lawless ones. So these giants, these Nephilim born to women, men whose fathers were messengers, or angels, spirit beings, they were born reprobate, meaning they have no sense of goodness, righteousness. They are born evil, wicked, destructive. Okay, they were an abomination to Yah. That is what Yah did not create. See what I mean? At one point, it was just what Yah wanted to be here, but these beings came here through an act of rebellion against Yah. So they are anti-Yah. All right, and so after these giants came and took over and did all kinds of foolishness in the earth, Yah in time brought a flood, okay, and it destroyed all flesh. But the problem was the Nephilim weren't just flesh, they were spirit and flesh. So even though the flood came and destroyed the flesh of these beings, their spirit remained. Okay. And from what I understand from, my readings and things, it was a lot of them. It was a lot of them. And so while they were here, they oppressed man, they took over, they were just destructive in every way imaginable. And so now I'm going to read Enoch chapter 15, verses 8 through 12. And now the giants who are produced from the spirits and flesh shall be called evil spirits upon the earth, and on the earth shall be their dwelling. Evil spirits have proceeded from their bodies because they are born from men, and from the set apart watchers is their beginning and primal origin. They shall be evil spirits on earth, and evil spirits shall they be called. As for the spirits of heaven, and the spirits of the giants afflict, oppress, destroy, attack, do battle, and work destruction on the earth and cause trouble. They take no food, but nevertheless hunger and thirst and cause of offenses. And these spirits shall rise up against the children of men and against the women, because they have proceeded from them. Their whole existence at this point as evil spirits, as we clearly just read, they are bound to the earth. They can't go anywhere else. And there are other places to go. But they're bound to the earth because they come from the people of the earth, mankind. But they don't have bodies because the body form of them was destroyed. We have that understanding. Okay. And so now all they can do is oppress man. Let me read that again. Afflict, oppress, destroy, attack, do battle, and work destruction on the earth and cause trouble. All day long. And it also says, they take no food, but nevertheless they hunger and thirst. They crave, but not for food and not for water. They crave to destroy. Anyway, let me keep reading. All right. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm going to be reading from the book of Jubilees, but the link in the description box will have this book included in the books listed, okay? All right. So I'm going to read from the book of Jubilees, chapter 10. Praise God. chapter 10, verses 1 through 11, real quick. And in the third week of this Jubilee, the unclean demons began to lead astray the children of the sons of Noah after the flood, okay? And to make and destroy them. And the sons of Noah came to Noah their father, and they told him concerning the demons which were leading astray and blinding and slaying his sons' sons. And he prayed before the Most High Yah and said, Yah, or power of the spirits of all flesh, who has shown mercy unto me, and have saved me and my sons from the waters of the flood, and have not caused me to perish as you did the sons of perdition. For your grace has been great towards me, and great has been your mercy to my soul. Let your grace be lifted up upon my sons, and let not wicked spirits rule over them, lest they should destroy them from the earth. But do you bless me and my sons, that we may increase and multiply and replenish the earth. And you know how your watchers, the fathers of these spirits, acted in my day. And as for these spirits which are living, imprison them and hold them fast in the place of condemnation, and let them not bring destruction on the sons of your servant, my power. For these are malignant and created in order to destroy, and let them not rule over the spirits of the living, for you alone can exercise dominion over them. And let them not have power over the sons of the righteous from henceforth and forevermore. Praise Yah. And Yah Almighty bade us to bind them. And the chief of the spirits, Master, came and said, Master Yah, let some of them remain before me, and let them hearken to my voice to do all that I shall say unto them. For if some of them are not left to me, I shall not be able to execute my power or the power of my will on the sons of men. For these are for corruption and leading astray before my judgment. For great is the wickedness of the sons of men. And he said, let the 10th part of them remain before me, and let 9 parts descend into the place of condemnation. And one of us, he commanded that we should teach Noah all their medicines, for he knew that they would not walk in uprightness nor strive in righteousness. And we did according to all his words. All the malignant evil ones we bound in the place of condemnation, and a 10th part of them we left, that they might be subject before Satan on the earth. Praise Yah. That was a lot. Basically, Noah's sons, grandsons, great-grandsons came to Noah and said, Noah, these demons are oppressing us. Noah prayed on to Yah, do something with them. They causing, they wreaking havoc among my sons, and I know you didn't save me and my sons to let these demons rule over us. I know you didn't do that. So Yah was about to do away with all of them, bind them, put them where they need to go until the day of judgment. But Master, the devil, Satan, he said, let me keep a 10th of them to do my work among the sons of men, because he has a work. The devil has a purpose here, but he wanted to keep a 10th of the demons in order to do whatever it is he has to do. And so Yah allowed him to keep a 10th. He bound the rest of them up. Okay. Praise Yah. So Hashatan was given a 10th of the demons to do his work with. And as Hashatan is the adversary, his job is to be adverse. And I wrote like a video game. And let me explain why I wrote that. I don't play too many video games today, but when I was a young girl, I used to play Mario Brothers. And my favorite game was Sonic. So I'm going to reference Sonic. It's Sonic. Sonic is the protagonist of this video game, of this story. His aim in the video game is to win whatever he's supposed to win, okay, at the end of this game. And the antagonist is Dr. Robotnik. He's supposed to come and stop Sonic from winning the game. He's supposed to come and try to kill Sonic, okay? That's the adversary of the video game. But Hashitan is the antagonist of life. His aim is to stop those who are playing the game or living their lives in this world, to keep them from winning or obtaining the goal. And the goal in life should be, for any believer, is to get the crown, white robe, be a ruler in the earth, the new heaven. Praise God. All right. So, Hashatan kept a 10. The rest of them were locked away. Praise God. Fast forward to today. Even though throughout the annals of time past, a lot of people were doing the same thing that they're doing today. Certain scientists and big heads on earth seek to open portals to allow the demons that were locked away to be able to come back here. So while only a 10th was here, they're wanting to bring the 9th part back. So with the 10th, all of the destruction that the adversary Hashatan, Satan, the devil, was able to do with the 10th of them, can you imagine what he would be able to do with more? This is what we're looking at. All throughout the earth. Destruction on destruction on destruction. Let me keep going. Praise God. So the amount of them has increased because through various means of portal opening, whether that's somebody sitting down playing a game of, playing Ouija board, or doing seances, or doing work with pentagrams, or that machine they got over there in Switzerland, Discern, and many others, I'm sure that that people know about, some that people don't know about. They're bringing them here. They're going into the spirit realm and bringing dark spirits here. They do that daily, okay? If you are low vibrational, if you harbor hate, if you harbor anger, fear, shame, guilt, any of these low vibrational energies, or if you're just sinful or lawless in general, you can and will be possessed by these entities. And I believe, depending on your degree or level of sinfulness, low vibrational lawlessness, determines how many of these entities, evil spirits, you can inhabit. Which is why I wrote, the Torah of Yah is important. The Torah, which is the law of Yah, outlines, clearly defines what Yah desires of man and what he does not desire of man. This is what keeps you high vibrational, too high for a low vibrating entity to attach itself to you. Too high. The law, yes. But a great travesty in the earth states that the law of Yah is done away with. This is dangerous. because this makes people at odds with Yah. It makes you low vibrational because you'll end up doing things that Yah detests because you don't believe that the law is valid. So you'll end up doing things that Yah has told you not to do. And you'll do things and you won't do things that Yah has told you to do. So you're not in alignment. Um and you're easily accessible. Praise Yah. And your only protection is Yah. Our only protection in this earth is Yah. But if you are at odds with Yah because you don't adhere to his laws, his statutes, his commandments, his word, then you by default are an enemy to him. And you can be used by the enemy of Yah's. Hashatan, the adversary. So, your only protection is Yah through his son Yahushua, who is the Messiah, because the Messiah teaches us how to keep ourselves from the stain of the world and to stay high vibrational, inaccessible to evil, low vibrational spirits. And he teaches us how to fight with the word of the Most High Yah. Yah's word of truth, Yah's word of love, light, righteousness, and right ruling. Everything that the enemy in and his cohorts are not, nor can ever be. Okay? And so that leads me to discuss on this battlefield, which is the world, this spiritual battlefield, the importance of having on the armor of Yah. You need an armor out here to protect yourselves. Not only the word, you need the word, that's paramount. But you need on additional armor, which is to gird your waist with truth. You need to know the truth because we just discussed one of the greatest lies circulating throughout this earth, which is the law of Yah is done away with. That's a lie. But you wouldn't know that unless you knew the truth. Okay? So the girding your waist with truth is important. You need a breastplate of righteousness. How would you even know what righteousness is if you didn't know Yah's law? You don't know what's right. You're only assuming. And we all know what happens when you assume, right? You have to have your feet fitted with the preparation of the good news of peace. Yah has extended a olive branch to all those who would hearken to him. He's making a pact with those who honor him through his word, through his Messiah, through his spirit. And so, that's good news, is it not? It is very good news because if you don't, it's destruction for you, baby. Who don't know that? I mean, and if you don't know that, I just told you. So praise Yah for that. And you need a helmet of deliverance. You need to be delivered because 9 times out of 9 times, baby, if you've been on this earth, at some point, you done had a demon. We all have. Because they're here. And we're not taught the laws to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments and adhere to Yah for our protection against them. We were born into this without the protection that we need to keep ourselves demon free. So when you come to Yah, Yah starts to clean you up, baby. He get that stuff about you. The demons that did attach themselves to you, they got to go. You're raising too high for them to keep. It's like a fire. Like if you touch something, and it burn you, don't you let it go? Yeah. So when you come to Yah, he start doing his work on you and he putting you through the fire, baby, the demons can't stay on you. They have to go. Okay? But it's a word. It's a continual thing. Praise the name of Yah. You need the sword of the Spirit. Yah's word, baby. The word. The word he used to create everything. That's power. Anyway, and you need prayer and supplication. Your prayers, your communion, your communication with the Most High, and your supplication, your crying out to Him. Huh? And supplication means the action of asking or begging for something earnestly and humbly. Crying out to your Father because you know you need Him. You know it. Only a remnant will come back to Yah. Of all the people that have ever lived, only a few, in comparison to the number, will come back to Yah and truly be saved. Men and women throughout the generations have lived and died without ever coming to the truth of Yah. And some who did perhaps did not continue in it to the end of their lives. See, so you might come in and you might drop off for whatever reason, like life got too difficult for you, or who knows, right? It's a myriad of reasons why a person would come to Yah and for whatever reason don't end with Yah. But it happens. All right. They may not be. I ain't gonna say they won't be in Yah's kingdom because Yah's the judge. I can't say that. I know what scripture tells me though. If you didn't endure to the end, then it's probably you're not gonna be where you wanna be, should be. Okay? Because those people did not love Yah and did not love his truth. I'm confident that everybody at some point heard about Yah, whether they heard the name Yah or not, but they were told the truth some kind of way. Somehow, some way, Yah got that truth to that person. But they they decided they didn't value it. It wasn't important to them. They didn't care. It wasn't valuable. Yah's truth, Yah's ways, Yah's word was not valuable to them. So, and as it is today, most do not love Yah and his truth. So they have been or will be given over to the lie. And these ones will operate in low vibrational energies, and they will be inhabited and led astray and possessed and ruled by demonic forces, therefore making themselves enemies to Yah. And making enemies and being enemies to Yah are enemies to Yah's children, those who desire Yah and value him in his truth and his Messiah and his set apart spirit. They become antagonists, just like the one that rules over them. Some have yet to wake up. Some will never wake up. Unfortunately, Yah knows this. And Yah has given that understanding to his children. So we're very watchful and we're very careful at some point. I mean, we didn't start out that way. But as we progress in this life, we come to the understanding that be on the watch. Be ever watchful. The one that's been standing next to you your whole life can switch up on you at any time. Okay? Some are with Yah now, some have been with Yah, but they did not endure to the end. They let it go for whatever reason, and we have to be on guard against that as well. Not only in others, but in ourselves. If you're taking this thing seriously, as you should, then every single day, all throughout the day, you are introspecting. You are looking within yourself and you are seeking Yah. Yah, allow me to see myself as you see myself. And show me anything that grieves your spirit within me so that I can stay in alignment. So these things that's circulating around me can't come in and make me use myself against you and against your people and against your way. It's a lot going on, brothers and sisters. Okay. One last thing before I go. One thing that I learned is that as with any game you play, you may get roughed up on your first few times playing. For instance, how you got beat up by life as a child. Some of us were beat up as children. Beat up. Spiritually, some of us physically, emotionally, psychologically. Okay? Beat up. But the more you play, or the longer you live, you become more aware of the dangers around you and how to recognize what is for you and what is not for you. Who is for you, what is not for you. You learn, you adapt, you grow, you get stronger, you get wiser, you get more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You understand? You get sharper. And so the things that used to trip you up don't trip you up no more. You surpassing all that. You jumping over hurdles that used to cause you to fall. Okay. All right. And then in time, you get better in playing. You get faster. See, it took you at one point in time 20 minutes to complete a level. Now you complete the level in 2 minutes. But that's with Yah though. That's not on your own. It's not on my own. You need Yah for that. Because Yah is the one for you. He's the one that is interested in helping you win this game. It's his desire that you win. And he will be there for you to show you the enemy and how the enemy's devices work. And baby, he'll lay it on you. And it is heavy, but he gives you the strength through him, through his Messiah, through his set apart spirit to carry it. Praise the name of Yah. Okay, so I think that's it. I pray, it is edifying what I just laid down, as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Yah willing. Peace and shalom.